It's time now for the Town Talker with Reverend Zechariah A. Jackson. Reverend Jackson is founding pastor of the Church of What's Happening Now, located in Plainfield, New Jersey. And now, the Town Talker, Reverend Zechariah Jackson.
Well, I tell you, it's good coming to you. It's such a beautiful day out. Finally, spring is hit.
Yes.
Spring is here, and we hope that it stay here.
All right.
Again, just took off my Russian hat, left it in the car. So hopefully, 3 weeks ago I put it up and I had to go back and get it, So hopefully, it's here. We have an interesting show today. We're going to be talking about many things. First, we'll start with Rebecca Kelly, that's running for mayor of Plainfield.
Oh, thank you, Pastor.
And then we're going to be talking with these ladies here about interracial dating and dating in general. Is that right?
That's right.
That's correct.
Okay. All right. Rebecca, give us some news. What's going on with the mayor? What's going on? Pass the mic. It's easier.
Yeah. Well, Pastor, right now I'm just coming from City Hall.
Okay.
So they have pulled the names, so I'm not sure exactly who is who right now. But
Okay.
I think we have 6 candidates in the field running, and the mayor makes 7.
All right.
So that's the only news I have to give you for right now.
All right. Was there some kind of meeting you guys had today, or what?
No, it's just right into the clerk's office.
Oh,
Mrs.
okay.
Lottie Wack's office.
Okay.
Everybody stands around right there.
Oh, okay. So you got to meet everybody.
Yeah, so we met, it's about 10-15 minutes, that's what I would say.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. Now, when is the primaries?
Primary is June 2nd.
Oh, wow. Okay. So definitely next month, I'd like to reach out to all the candidates and bring all of you guys here. And, the show is open for those that want to come. We can offer the stage, but we can't make you come. You understand? You gotta want to come. You understand? Right. So the church will offer, and just so Plainfield can get familiar with those that's running for office.
Sure.
So, okay, now where do we want to start? This is basically your show today. Introduce yourself to the people.
My name is Elder Denise Clark from New Vision Ministries.
And I'm Elder Mary Thompson from New Vision Ministries.
Okay. I know she's already.
And my name is Esther, and I'm from New Vision Ministries.
Okay. All right. Now, today the show is centered around interracial dating. Okay.
That's correct.
You
Yes.
grab that mic, please, so that we have to. Yeah, just pull the mic out. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Now, where are we going to start with this?
Well, many times people struggle. Well, it used to be a time when there was a struggle with interracial marriages and relationships. People had issues with
Sure.
it. But today, it's so prevalent. It's, everywhere. And I think young people really have set the trend because they're very acceptant. They don't go by the skin color. And I think generations of past
Sure.
used to have a problem with it. I myself personally did have a problem with
Sure.
it. My sister, she's married. She's African American. She's married to an Irish man, and
Okay.
at one point I did have a problem with it because I felt that culturally she didn't understand what she was getting herself into, and I felt that she should stay.
Now, how long have they been married?
They've been married for 20 years now.
Wow. 20
Yes,
years.
so
Well,
works.
Yes, so I'm glad she didn't listen to me.
times 20.
I'm glad she didn't listen to me
Okay.
because I tried to convince her otherwise.
Sure.
But she's seen beyond the skin color, which showed that she was more wiser than I was.
Wow. Okay.
So, I don't think that it should be an issue, but I've always I was basing it basically on the cultural thing.
Yeah.
I felt that would be a problem.
Well, in truth, that right there is one of the ways that we were bred in.
Right.
Absolutely.
I be honest with you, I've never been out with anybody outside of African American because I was bred it that way. It was really for protection.
Right.
I never forget when I was 5 years old and my mother, you know, just out of clear blue sky, grabbed me, you know what I mean, and told me that if Miss Ann say something to me, that she said, you run. You understand what I mean?
Right.
If Miss Ann asks you 234 Morton Street, where is it at? You know what I mean? You run. I said, Mama, I live here. You live on 234. She said, no, you run there. Cut your neck off. They'll tie you up.
Yes,
I said, oh, my God.
right.
I got to get out of Dodge.
Right.
You understand me? So, for me, family coming out of Georgia and things, it was different, you know what I mean, for me, because I still have that fear. You understand?
Yeah.
I never forget even up to, what was it, 96. A woman that had been working with me for years. And we were talking, and she lost her footing and touched me like this here. And I froze. I was getting ready to run. I was getting ready to take off at the airport, just like one of them big 747. I froze. And so I don't blame it on was there any hate in my heart? No, I don't blame it on that. It was the way it was
raised.
coming out of the Jim Crow law,
Right.
and coming out of how we were bred
Absolutely.
Right.
for life. You know, you're like, hey, you understand?
Absolutely.
So, you know, but there's other things, and we want to talk to you. Introduce yourself again.
My name is Esther from New Vision Ministries.
Now, Esther, you have been in interracial.
Yes.
Have you been married?
To where you?
African?
No, I haven't.
Okay, but you've been in.
Correct.
Okay, and tell me, how was it?
Well, it's different,
Mm-hmm.
and for one thing, I don't see color,
Sure,
and I don't see color with many different races.
sure.
That's the way I was brought up in my
Okay.
home with my father,
Okay.
and he was against that.
Mhm.
So we weren't brought up to be hateful to others.
Sure.
I raised my children not to do that,
Mhm.
and my daughter is raising her children not to do that.
Wow, that's beautiful.
So that is a good thing, but I do understand it on both parts.
Sure.
And it's a different.
Because it's the bread, and it's the bread.
Absolutely.
You know, I think that a lot of people forget. Because, you know, we in America, we forget 5 minutes from now, you know, it's all over.
Right.
The breading of the Jim Crow law is what set the stage for the separation.
Absolutely.
Now, if we would have never taken on that Jim Crow law after 1863 in this territory, 1865 in Texas, after slavery was over, we would be closer than we are today.
Right.
You understand me? It was that law that kept us in check, because it was law said, now this is the law.
Right.
So that's where a lot of people fall short at,
Right.
the Jim Crow law.
Correct.
But let me ask you this for you. Outside of, I know that you look past it, and it doesn't matter because of the way you were bred, the way you were raised, and that's a good thing. I'm gonna say this right here, and I hope that I don't get many calls from the African American community for this. But if I do, all right, fine. You got my number at the end of the show. All right, we in the African American culture, and I believe most minority cultures outside of the Asian here in America, I'm just generally believing this right here. We are bred in a mother-dominated culture, meaning that mama saves the day.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes.
You understand me
Yes.
now?
Yes.
It's just like I love my father, but because of the many different situations, you know what I mean? And as a kid, I say, well, toss the corn. I said, if one had to go, goodbye, daddy. Because mama was a show-enough thing.
Yeah.
She was like
You can
on
always count on
time.
mother, right?
Mama was,
Yeah.
I didn't call her mother.
Well,
I didn't call her mom.
Okay.
I call her mama.
Mama.
Or ma.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah,
you know,
can
mom
always-
is too, you know.
Yeah,
And really, and this here happened to me. I worked with a guy over 20 years. And I never forget, we started working together in 1983. And I remember we were working in Newark, and then we had to go to New York, and we had to ride together. And I never forget that as we was talking and everything, he said, who fixed your lunch, you know, for you, you know? I said, my mama, right? Or ma, you know, my mama, you know. So he was talking, I said, who fixed you? He said, my mom. And at the time, I thought it was his maid. I had no clue that my mom, you know, was mama. you understand me? I thought the way he would say that, my mom.
Yes.
I said, oh man, you know, Joe got a maid at home. Oh, I must be rich. You know? I thought, you know, until I went home and talked to my mother, she said, no, that's what they call their mother. Where
Right.